Turkey Day and the day right before Turkey Day, we have a few astrological markers going on. To start with the eve of Thanksgiving, we've got the moon conjuncting Mars in Virgo. Now, right now, Mars doesn't really have any aspects that it's making because it's in the very end of Virgo, which is a mutable sign, and everything else is scattered throughout mostly cardinal signs. But when the moon comes up to conjunct Mars, you feel very impulsive and very passionate. Everything that you're feeling all of a sudden takes on a immediacy to it. So the eve of Thanksgiving with this going on, you're probably going to experience the need to just say whatever you feel and to blurt it, but don't, because you probably wouldn't be reacting that way on any other day. It's just a passing mood. You know, the moon changes signs all the time, and in fact, the next day on Thanksgiving proper, it's already going to be in a new sign in Libra. Now, what's going to be really interesting about it moving into Libra is that it's going to fill in the T-square. It's going to create a T-square to Pluto in Capricorn and to Uranus in Aries. So whenever a T-square gets formed, there's a lot of energies that need an outlet. In this case, Libra moons are pretty diplomatic. They want to be able to see every side of things. They're very balanced. They're good for social interactions. So what you might get to experience on Turkey Day is the ability to really change things with your family, to change existing structures, to allow them to transform. That's the best way out of it. And the way to do this, as Libra moon knows, and hopefully you will be able to tap into with Libra moon in the air, is to be somebody's friends. You know, if you have an existing, like let's say you have a family where it's pretty much my way or the highway, and people are really stubborn and set in their ways, and they always have the same opinions, and it's always the same conversation. Instead of reacting the way that you usually act and playing your role in the whole family game, just listen to the other person, become their friend, be on their side. And when you do that, whatever you have to say to that person, they're going to see it in a new light. And so if you tap into this energy in that way, you have the potential to transform long-standing family structures that maybe have limited communication and have not allowed to have the harmony that you want. A really good way to be able to observe this is just to look at children. Libra tends to highlight any issues with children because they have a way of being more honest and more direct.
Oh, yes.
They really do. Yes. And so just...
The kids' table rules Thanksgiving.
It does. So pay attention to the kids, give them the attention that they're wanting, and see how that ends up transforming the entire room and the entire environment. And realize that all of us are actually just little kids in grown-up bodies. Excellent. And we all want the same thing. So that basically wraps us up for that day. Just one more thing, with Venus going on really strong in the heavens right now, with it conjuncting Pluto, and with it making that aspect to the moon a little bit later in the evening as the moon moves forward. In Libra, feminine energy is going to play a big role. So if you don't know the adage, happy wife, happy life, you're going to after this Thanksgiving.
Well, that kind of actually brings us to our one mailbag question, which is from a Leo woman who wants to know what does it mean that she is in a masculine sign as a woman?
Okay, so all of the zodiac signs are either masculine or feminine. And what that basically means is that there's an energy that all of them are energies, and those energies feel natural acting in certain ways. So masculine energies feel natural, creating change, going out and being extroverted and using their willpower to get things done. Feminine energies feel more passive. They're quieter. They observe situations and they allow things to come to them as they're happening. Obviously, as a Leo, you can be pretty, quiet and passive sometimes, and so that might seem like a weird distinction. But when you're talking about sun signs, it has to do with ego. So for you, as a Leo woman, your ego drive, the way that you naturally interact with the world, is to be extroverted, is to show yourself off, is to use that wonderful fiery energy to enforce change in the environment around you. Whereas a feminine sign might not do the same thing. So you can totally be a woman and be a masculine sign, or be a man and be a feminine sign. It's just about using that magic and making it work for you.
Absolutely. So use that magic, make it work for you, and have a glorious and very diplomatic Thanksgiving. For more weekly woo-woo, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to us on emPOWERme.tv.